What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Cloud Slayer channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Today is March 1st, 2024. Holy man, time's already flying by. This year so far might be the fastest year to date. I know when it's weird how as you get older that it seems like time just gets faster and faster. It's like, what the heck, man? When you're a kid, you don't believe anybody, right? You're like, whatever, that's BS. And it was like one of those days. Felt like months for now, and it's like, holy crap, man, that's crazy how slow time seemed to go by compared to when you get older, right? And it's like it's easy to lose track of that stuff. Maybe I'm just a weirdo though too, so I'm rambling about weird stuff as usual. But it is what it is. Another month down in the Bucks, and made it through. So still alive, still breathing, still strong, and stuff like that. And trying to stay more consistent with not only like streaming, but staying consistent again with going to the gym and stuff like that. Right. I guess the biggest problem I'm still having is trying to adjust my diet to it. You know what I mean? And stay honest to myself, or be honest with myself, not stay honest. But every day is a challenge for everybody, and for anything that you decide to do to go through with and stuff like that. And I was strumming along just today too again, a little bit on the guitar. I still don't know anything. I just practice some of the chords I do know, and strum them a few times to, and try to transition to the next one, because it's weird to try to get into those hand positions, to hit the next chord or whatever, and hold it down correctly while strumming in a continuous flowing movement and stuff like that. And it makes you appreciate more of what it takes to become like a musician or a guitar player or something like that. And it's the same as watching a fighter or something, and you go punch a punching bag, you go punch it 10 times, and you're tired as crap, and you're like, dang, these guys go rounds at times, before anybody loses or something. And sometimes it's over in an instant, right? But these guys are able to not only throw those kind of punches, but they're also able to absorb them while not collapsing, while not getting hurt and stuff. Or well, they're hurt, but they absorb that damage, and they're able to continue through it, right? Whatever it takes for them to hold themselves through that pain to try to win the match, right? You can only imagine some people, they get punched in the face, and you're probably out for a week because you got a black eye or something, or you're hurt, because you do. It takes one punch. Some people die. They die from one punch, and it's crazy that these guys are able to absorb a lot of damage, right, and stuff like that. So it just shows how much not only practice but dedication that they have towards something. That's a big reason why I always try to make analogies too, because even if it's not towards that specific thing I'm talking about, it relates in the way that there was a lesson, or there was something that had to be achieved, and ultimately comes down to it's going to take work, it's going to take effort, and sometimes it's also going to take patience. Odd combinations, I know. And it is what it is. You got to try to truck through it. Sometimes you take a beating, but you try to persevere at the end, right? And stuff like that. It's never gonna be easy for yourself or anybody around you. And it brings me back to that saying where they say the grass is greener on the other side, where you think somebody's life is perfect, or they got everything, but if you were in their shoes, you might not think that way. You might you might have a tremendous amount of pressure to get certain things done or something. Um, you know, I'm sure, but for them to have those things, they feel very accomplished and stuff like that, right? And that they're very proud of themselves, and rightfully so, because they're working their butt off or something to get the things that they not only want, but they need for their family, and they could say that they did it themselves. A lot of people do it. Some people only get help. Some people walk down the wrong path. But ultimately, if you want to get better, there's only one way to do it, and there's not only one way. There's many ways you can do it. But one thing is staying away from that crap, drugs and stuff like that too, because it's easy to fall down that path. A lot of people do it, and one of the biggest takeaways from those drugs is it affects your mind. Sometimes it makes you think you can't do something. It makes you feel like, some people, they say they feel invincible, but it seems like a lot of them they're doing the drugs and they're doing little to almost nothing else, and they're just they're just existing in a way, being high and stuff like that. Which, if that's what they want to do, I guess, and they're able to carry on that lifestyle and stuff like that, more to them, and who's anybody else to judge, except that if they're going out there and hurting people, or, they're stealing it, or they're doing something like that, then, obviously not a good thing. Drugs in general, if something has you hooked, it's going to be a bad thing. It's going to make you do things that you wouldn't normally do, that affects other people, and it's not even just you, where it starts to not only affect you, but it starts affecting everything that you do in your life, that's surrounding you, and people are going to notice, and maybe they won't notice as much because I don't know. Maybe they just don't pay attention too. That's a possibility. I'd be a liar if I said that I caught everything in my life, right? Or in somebody else that I know's life, because ultimately you don't see those things all the time, And sometimes by the time you see it, it could be too late, and it's a sad reality of life. Sometimes people like that. Where I'm like that too, and they're absorbed in their own life sometimes, and they don't see that. They don't see what's going on in other people's lives too, because they're too busy thinking about themselves or something, and that's not bad neither, but you got to keep your eyes open and pay attention to those things a little bit more, right? And because life's not just about you, it's about those people that are in your life and that are around you, and want to help you too, because you try to help those people too, and stuff like that, because you love and you care for them, right? As would a normal human being do, or somebody that cares, or stuff like that. And I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but that's my typical rambles, I guess. You just take off, and hopefully we land safely, and stuff like that. So, but holy buckets, I'm trying to get my deadlift back up there too. So, deadlifted last night. My back is freaking sore. Oh, excuse me. Get the burpees, but I think I just went up to some green bands, and I was doing some heavy triples. Worked up to a couple heavy doubles, and that destroyed my back because I'm still not used to it. So when you're doing stuff that requires strict form, but it's heavy, it's going to be taxing on you a lot more, and stuff like that. Especially when you're first going out and you're not quite used to that type of workload on your nervous system, So you may feel weak, you may feel whatever, but that's something you got to go through again in order to, either get to where you were or try to get above it, right? And stuff like that. So it is what it is, right? And plus, it adds up. Like if you do certain movements through the week, and then let's say I did like good mornings, right? I did good mornings on Tuesday after work, and then I did deadlifts last night, and it does have an effect depending on how much you did or how much weight you did, how many reps and stuff like that. Did your muscles fully recover from that time? If not, then you could get hurt and stuff like that too, for sure. You might not. So, but it's weird, right? It's weird, especially if you try to do like heavy stuff and then like you can't do it multiple times in that week. You don't want to. It's not a good idea, I guess. But you can do whatever you want. If you heal up and whatever, then that's on you. You just got to listen to your body. When you listen to your body and lift that way, then that's going to be the most important part. So whether it tells you it can go heavier or it can't, sometimes you can force it where if you got no aches and pains, but you feel kind of weak or something, you just work harder by doing more reps at a different weight instead of as a challenge, instead of just trying to go heavy all the time, like as heavy as possible for whatever, and sometimes you just need a little bit more motivation too, and it's as you get older, sometimes it's hard and it's easy to lose focus at the same time, right? As opposed to being young where you're like, just a crazy lunatic trying to lift weights or something, or play basketball, ride a skateboard, ride a bike, whatever drives you, drove you at the time, and whatever you decided to get better at, acting, reading, whatever. And, we're not always going to have that same enthusiasm. We're not going to have that same energy, but you just got to realize that maybe your strengths just changed. Maybe you got to approach things in a different angle as opposed to the way that you used to, we're like the world, we're like the earth, we're always evolving, we're always, there's always something new, and the old you might not be able to carry you as far as you need to go, so sometimes you got to make a change, right? And stuff like that. So, but anyways, I think I'm going to end this ramble. Thank you guys for joining. If you guys liked it, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. I know it's a complete clusterfuck, but it's good to talk about it sometimes and let things off your chest and stuff like that. And as always, if you have any questions, you want to hit me up, you want to do a podcast or something, hit me up, cloudslayer53@gmail.com. That's cloudslayer53@gmail.com. So just hit me up there. We can set something up, even if you want to keep it private or whatever. So just hit me up. Let me know. Peace out, guys.